What is going on, guys? It's your boy Lucky Charlie here. I'm up here with my boy Leokraspa, and he's going to show us his base, DCO's for DCUO Cribs Season 2. All right, Leo, show us around, my brother.
Hi, I'm Leokraspa. This is Leokraspa's Forbidden Underworld. Let me give you a tour there, Charlie. Let me bring you over this way. Over here we actually have the teleporter. You don't have to break the door to use it either, which is pretty cool. But nothing too exciting in this part. Okay, I'm going to bring you over this way. Over here, this is like a jail. So what I've done was I've thrown a guy in there, one of the weeping damned, and made it look like he was sitting there and crying over a loved one that had just been sacrificed. Over here, what I did over here was I made a foyer section, a center divider area, with the death plaques, and I wanted to make them look a little more interesting. So what I did was I had it tiki torch flames to the mouth, sort of to give them that that extra factor. Let me bring you this way. I'm going to bring you over to my one of my holding cell rooms. Over right here. This is another one like the one in the front. For holding, the damn. The idea behind this level here, I have actually 3 levels. This one is called Forbidden Underworld Level 2. The idea for this one is to be, it's based around satanic worship and, stuff like that in the underworld. So a part of this is like holding cells, the places where we keep them, stuff like that, and chain them up, so on and so forth. You don't really see torture in here, though my level 1, which is also a part of this, is all based around torture. If you look up on the ceiling here, you see I have a lot of cocoon body parts up there. Okay, let me bring you this way. If you take a look to the left, looks pretty cool out there, eh? Pretty creepy looking down there. You keep going this way here, you'll see one of the damn guys sitting there, crying. Over here, Charlie, just take a look through the walls right here, look. And you see some hanging dead bodies through the walls. I actually got the idea out of this from God of War. I forget which God of War it was, though. I like the floors they had it. The charred floor and the calcium bone floor, really good in the cave, right? Another idea that I use in here that I want to make it a little more creepy, sort of the underworld, scary factor, was I tried to make the walls look like it was full of blood. So I did like, sort of the base part, I did it a deeper color of red, and the walls sort of a medium. So it looks really bloody and dark, along with all the dead bodies. If you go, if you go this way here, this here is the corridor of the damned. You walk by, it feels a little claustrophobic. You can see all these damned souls reaching their hands out at you. Pretty creepy. Up here, I'm going to bring you to the room. What you'll find up here, I'm I made a little thing. I wanted to do something in here because I was saying it's the underworld, right? Like the part of hell and stuff. So I wanted to do something that had to do with souls and stuff. So I tried to create something. So what I did was I took the dark crystal with the black, the black terrestrial thingies there, and the idea behind this is supposed to be like the dark soul crystal of the damned. So more or less, it absorbs the souls of the damned, right? As a part of their punishment, kind of thing. So what you would do is you would stand here and you do like a seance kind of thing, and the souls would be absorbed, sort of into the crystal. As this is the next lucky victim right here. Over here in this cage, Charlie. Yeah, right there. If you look in the cages here, I do have some people in cages, stuff like that. You'll see some hanging bodies, sharp bone spikes coming up through the floor.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get I'm trying to like the walls and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get like everybody get to see the whole room.
exactly.
So, but yeah, I
Yeah, the
got it.
walls here.
Go ahead.
What I use here, this is the the bone tusk, the ceiling tusk. And
Right.
what I like about it is they go down through the floor. So if you go down on the second floor below this, you see the tips of the tusk coming down through like spikes, but you don't realize it's the tusk from this, right? It looks like a part of the design uh, down in that hallway down there.
Right.
Like yeah. So you sort of make one base item look like two, and I like how creepy it looks. Like when you think of Underworld, you think of a lot of bone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that, bones and different things like that. So I thought this was a pretty cool set. Yeah, okay, I'll bring you. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's go back down this way over here. Yeah, let's go back down this way because I want you to walk through that hallway from the left to the right so that you get a full feel of what the hallway is like, the corridor here. I want
Is
you to
that
walk
that?
through
Is
this
that
way.
that one that I had to do the back view that you showed me?
Yeah,
Okay.
the
Okay.
corridor of the damned. Yeah, that one
So
right
I go
there.
right here and I go backwards. Hi. You want to describe what they're looking at?
Yeah, if you look at the statue of the damned as you walk ahead, uh, the mouth seems like it starts to stretch open, so it gives it a little bit of that. It sort of reminds me of The Grudge or something, right? But the mouth, yeah, it's slowly open, so it gives you a little bit of that creepy factor, right? But you got to zoom your camera out, right, and you walk slow, and you face the camera on you, and as you walk, the mouth seems like it's opening.
Yeah, I gotta get a good camera angle. Hold on one second. The damn vine is getting in the way of the view. Just give me a
Yeah.
second.
And I find too when you're at the other end of the corridor, once you get down there and you look back, it's really creepy looking down and you see that face from the distance.
Here we go. All right.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah. I just like I said, I had to get a better view of it.
Oh, okay.
This vine right here was sticking out. So the way I
Oh, I
came
see.
when I started, because I started over here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whenever I started walking, the vine got in the way, so you didn't get the illusion of
Oh,
it.
okay, so it covered the mouth. Gotcha,
Right.
gotcha. Yeah, it's creepy, isn't it? And I like
I,
it too, because I mean, when you're looking at that too, like I try to put this a little close, but not too close to each other, right? Just have enough room so a couple people can walk down through. But I mean, you got the dead hands, well, not the dead hands, but the damned bodies all there, like hanging out at you, and at the same time you're looking. So it's all together kind of creepy.
right. I've got my
um,
camera angle where you can actually walk. Like I got it. I'm up against the wall, and I'm kind of
yeah,
bringing it up and stuff, and they can see the hands actually like reaching out. It's kind of cool.
it's kind of cool, right? It's kind of
Yep.
creepy. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way here. I just wanted something for the eyes as you walk by, so I just put these body parts, the mound of body parts in there. It's the only way to see it is those is by looking through here. I got to close in it on all the other sides. Just a little underworld eye candy. Okay, let's go down here, down here. Now we're starting to get here. We're going to be going to the seance and worship area. Um, so if we go this way, actually, the first room we're going to come to, we're going to come to Leokraspa's bedroom. That's the first room we're going to come to. If you look at it, what I did was I did the open coffin for Leo's bed, and all the closed coffins that you see here, that's for Leo's backup. That's for his backup sleep, for his minions, whatever you want to call it. Okay, yeah, keep going. And if you take a left as you keep going through all this evilness, here you go. You're there. Oh, you ran into the wall. Look, you ran into the wall. Here you go. This is the ritual area and the sacrificial area. If you look over here, this area right here is for sacrifice. You'll see the guy over here on the altar. Took him and mummified him after the sacrifice, and the seance book and everything here, and the ritual candles. Over here we have Dark Soul dark soul crystals behind, sort of in front of the hellfire. If you notice on the way down, you see some of this hellfire upstairs as well in the front room. You see the evil going through it. Here we have the ritual where people would stand around and do the rituals and stuff like that after doing their sacrifice. Kind of creepy, looks pretty cool. I like it. Actually, if you look through the wall here as well, Charlie, you'll see some hanging bodies, the same as upstairs. I think if you really want to keep the underworld look and that creep factor going, you want a lot of death around and hanging bodies. So, but you don't want to do it all the same either, though. But you still want it different and interesting. Now, okay, I'll bring you this way. If you follow me this way, past the butcher block. If you look in this cage, you'll see another guy in this cage here. There you go. More hanging bodies there to the left. Watch out you don't cut yourself on a fight. Okay, if you go through that way, I'm going to let you walk first, but before you go in, you got to sign in right to the left. Yeah, right to the left, right there. That's it. There you go. Don't let the dead body over it scare you. This area you're walking into there now, this area here is the worship area. This is where you come in and do all the worshiping of the devil and so on and so forth. This is where Leo stands. This is where Leo does his talking and his motivational speaking to his followers. And we figure out our daily agendas and so on and so forth. Here we have a couple of
like the pentagram or whatever that is. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but how you did it on the drapes.
Yeah.
What is that star called?
That's the it's the pentacle.
Okay.
The pentagram. Sorry, the pentagram.
Okay, I was right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the throne here. What I did here was I took the small tusk and the occult chair and stuck it in together. I wanted more of that feel. Like, when you look at a Conan the Barbarian movie and you see the bad guy in it, so on and so forth, or you look at the old E-Man stuff, and, the ancient stuff, you see, like, bone thrones and stuff like that. So sort of
right.
gave me the idea for that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that's what it gives me, like a Conan Barbarian kind of look.
Yeah, exactly. And I sort of felt it's sort of like when you think of a throne in the underworld, it's gonna be made out of probably bone and different stuff made with rock and lava around it, kind of thing, right? So, that's kind of what I was thinking about when I did this, right? So, yeah. I like how it looks like the ornate candles you see on the left and the right. They look very satanic. They have that satanic feel, that sort of occult feel to them.
Right, they're all flickering and shit.
Yeah, they flicker and they're active, and it all blends very well, with everything that's in here. All right, so that was sort of the thought behind all of that, the thought process. And of course, in the ram, we all know the ram skull and stuff like that, and a famous thing with occult worship and stuff. So they didn't have the Baphomet, anything Baphomet into the game, So that's the closest thing Baphomet, like you could find, right?
Right.
As for anything on the world and occult. So.
Yeah, brother. No, go ahead.
When I was doing it, I didn't want to do anything that was based around, I was thinking torture and I was thinking worship, because my character's fire and everything, so I started from that premise. And when I was thinking of doing it, I didn't want to do anything like, people do typical the goth and they'll do occult and that and do that. I wanted to step outside of that and think about, okay, Leo, he's fire, maybe he's from the, underworld, let's make it all a part of hell, right? And sort of base the entire theme around that. So, the Olympian stuff, when that came out, that was really good because, you got 80s and I knew, and, and the underworld columns, different things like that. So I knew that was great items, and then that ended in the hanging bodies. So like, yeah, okay. Now I can do the base, the way I want to do it, right? So I'm happy with that.
Definitely. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, when I first seen this base, one of my favorite things I always like to say when I come into your base is, why do I keep on forgetting my Bible when I come in here? But one thing I do like is the way it looks like in all these walls and beams and all this stuff. it looks like splattered blood all over the place, like all on
Yeah.
the walls, like right here on the beams and stuff. You just mix the color perfect. I mean, like this right here, like especially like right here. I had to get really close to
Yeah.
it, but it looks like just like somebody just got ripped apart right here and just blood just splattered all over the wall. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Type of
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, because it's just a little, it's just the right amount of red. You know what I'm
It's the right
saying?
amount, and that's what I was going for. Yeah. As soon as I realized, see, what I did was when I was going through color schemes with the base. As soon as I realized that it didn't solid the walls, I was like, wow, this is prime. Because when you look at a horror movie, or you think about anything like that, and you see the walls, it's that splatter. So it looks really spotty all over, even the big sheets of wall. I mean, when you really look at it, right, you can see that it's more spotty looking and splatter look to it.
Right,
So
especially like the
I changed
butcher
it on.
block. Like the butcher block. I mean, it's splattered with blood sitting right here, and you see all this blood splattered all over the place.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Yes. Come over and take a look in the sink. Actually, if you look down in the sink, because of the base. Actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see it real good. Yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay,
see it.
yeah, yeah, the
It shines
sink.
and it looks like wet blood. Just take a
Oh,
look
yeah,
in the
yeah,
sink.
yeah,
You'll
yeah,
see
yeah.
right away
I can
right
see
now.
some of it. Yeah, looks like
Yeah,
dried
if you
up
turn your camera
blood
while
and
you look
stuff.
in, if you take your camera view and you view down on it and you do a 360, you end up seeing the blood glow. It looks wet. I was like, that's too cool.
Right on.
Yeah, it took a lot of work, a lot of money.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you can tell you put time into this, and you put like I mean, you definitely did like the what is that Trigon slash the Hades stuff put together. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
because there's a lot of survival mode stuff in here. From well, actually, the wall. Where is this from again? I keep on forgetting the wall of the dam. Where is that? What
The
survival mode is that
third,
off of?
the wall of dam, that came from the Trigon event.
Okay,
Um, yes, I think it was the Trigon event I was getting into. And
so
they ended up throwing some in the broker. They cost a little much when they were in the broker. But I needed a couple extra. And I also have them in my other base, in the torture base as well.
hmm
The torture base, I actually have Trigons, the head that's like Trigon, the big giant head with the,
right,
with the horns. I
the
have
big
that in there,
skull.
in the Forbidden Underworld one with the. I have a lot of torture stuff in that one. I also have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre theme going on in there, in a private dark room with a bunch of hanging, killing bodies. Also have cannibalism in there. That one is more around torture and that type of horror. Um, so this is like the second part to my entire thing, right? I didn't do just one base. I did three as a whole. Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3, and they're all based around the same theme. So Level 1, like I said, is torture. This one here is the satanic worship and stuff like that. And the third one, I actually got it done based around, it's kind of spooky. It's actually based around sort of poor little children kind of thing, and spider webbing, and it's just really spooky. It's just spooky as F, right?
Right.
And but it's really scary. Actually, what gave me the idea, the children thing, was the movie Hit. Is what that just came out, and I was thinking, wow, I could sort of theme that into the underworld as well, right? Because when it comes to the underworld, the underworld is based on every demographic. Because when you look at poltergeist in different movies, you have evil children, you have things like that, right? So I wanted
And
to
I,
throw that into sort of that into the underworld thing. So in level 3, that's mainly what level 3 is going to be based around, right? Which I've already started.
and guys, I just want to tell y'all, Leo actually has a really cool video of him live streaming. He's not completely finished with it. I think what he's wanting to do is kind of like go in and do those recordings, and he's got music like creepy, eerie music and stuff. I mean, what is the name of that video, or what would be the best way for them to see what you've done so far?
That last video is a 23-minute video.
Yeah, but it called The
And
Underworld
this
of
looks like it'll
Death
be
or
a
something.
live. Yeah, that was a live video that I was doing. That is actually on my that's on my channel. I just started the channel.
Yeah,
Um,
but in the name of, like, I think the way I looked it up was The Underworld of Death or something. And
yeah, you
I
may find it
found
under
you,
that.
and then after I found you, actually went to your channel itself and subscribed to you, and then I actually went and looked at all the videos
Yes, yes,
and stuff,
yes.
because there's
Oh
like
yeah,
one that's 20 minutes, one that's like 5, and then one like that's like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yes, yes. And did you see the older videos, like the first ones I had posted about a year ago or so?
Yes. Yeah, I seen all
Yeah.
those too. So
Did you see the progression in the bass from then to now?
right, and that's one thing. Like if somebody really likes this kind of theme, I suggest guys really go check out. And like I said, the best way to look it up is either his name, but the way I found it was the Underworld of Death, and then I went to his channel itself, and you could actually see the progression. You can see everything and how he did everything and the finished product. Because this is a video that's coming off of me, but he's actually got he's got the theme music, and everything else. You can really see, you know, what he was going for and everything with the yell, like the screaming and the cackling, and you really feel like you're actually in like a little part of hell with when you're in when you watch the video. So I
Well,
do
what I did
suggest to
actually,
look at it. Go ahead.
it's interesting you said that because what I did was I got a bunch of different sounds and background horror music, and I overlaid it with like I combined the sounds in and I overlaid screams and demon sounds. But what I found, there's this taboo that was on the go at one point in time. It had to do with these archaeologists. I forget which part of the world it was in, but anyway, they drilled uh, down through the earth, and they dropped down this video audio recorder. Yeah, it was an audio recorder, and they had encased it because it was so hot where they had to drop it down through, and apparently it recorded sounds of hell, right? It's this big thing that's been debunked, right? And when you listen to it, it's kind of creepy and distorted. So at the end of the video, when you get toward the end of the video, and I'm going downstairs in the video, all of a sudden, yeah, it's very distorted. You'll hear it cut in, but that's what that is from. That last part is from the Sounds of Hell. It's from that actual thing that was being disputed for about, I guess, about 5 years. They were fighting it. Some were saying it was true. It was the biggest thing, right? A lot of
Right.
people believed in it. They thought it was demons. They thought people were being tortured. Oh, it became a big thing. It became a huge thing. It was in tabloids. It was everywhere, right? I said, I'm going to use that. It was even in documentaries. They even talked about it in documentaries, right? So, yeah, pretty cool.
By the way, guys, when he was talking about the tusk upstairs, this is the actual room he was talking about with the spikes were coming down, where the tusks were for his ceiling up here. Well, if I can get up here, if I can see it. Right here, this right here. It actually comes into this room right here, and it kind of adds a little something to the room with the spikes coming out the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah, fills it out, gives it a little more of a creepy. Like if you stand here and you turn it that way, you can see like this how pointing the spikes are coming out. Sort of adds a little more to the, to the divider itself there.
Right.
I mean, when you're thinking of Underworld, you're thinking of hell. You want things that are sharp, pointy. You want that kind of stuff going around certain areas when you walk through. You want to see death, right? So, I try to combine those things the best I could with what they allow you to do, right?
Oh,
I
definitely.
couldn't get anything too much in the center, of the hallway back there because they don't allow you to lay anything back here. So the only thing I could manage to get in here was lava streams. Right, I managed to be able to push those in, but you can't drop and lay anything in here wherever you want. They don't allow that for the cave.
I think you did pretty good, though. I mean, it's concrete, so it kind of it's the cave floor, but so it kind of goes with it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a little different if I was looking at hardwood floors down here. It was like, oh man, this is that really messed it up. You know what I'm saying? But
Totally. Well, I tried to fill it in the best I could. Actually, if you look to your right over, this is the same flames I got downstairs.
Yeah, this is actually what I was looking for. Because if you stand just like, where's it at? Where's that steam come out at? Right here.
Oh,
Just looks super creepy with the steam like over your body and stuff, and you kind of see it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give you that.
looks like a little bit of smoke coming off the flames and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, dude, you can tell you spent a lot of time, and I mean, like, especially like this room. I mean, a lot of people that actually do this, like, that head does not come with that fire in its mouth. You actually took a tiki torch in there and has the fire coming out, and then you got the
When
tusk
the
coming out and everything else. I mean,
yes,
there's like four things going on just with this little wall right here. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? And if you look the other way, it's freaking perfect. It's exactly the same. You
yeah.
know, and that
I've had
took a
a lot
lot
of
of
work.
time. It took a lot of time, and I'm sure you pulled your hair out a little bit
Yes.
trying to get it perfect. I mean, because I
That I
mean, like I
did, yeah.
said, this right here, just this little bit. I mean, a lot of people that really don't like watch these videos and but don't really take the time that some people take. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize
Yes,
how
yes,
hard
yes,
that right there was.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because go ahead.
I, the other thing too that I had a choice of, like, I was debating whether or not to close this in right here, right? And I said, I didn't want to because for two reasons. If you stand, I like it when you can stand back here through this door and look the whole way through, and you look all the way down, and it looks spooky and foggy down there. It starts to look white. When you look right on down the hallway
Right.
stairs, you can see the
Yeah, I could. We
yeah,
could definitely see it.
you see the spooky look down there. It starts to look kind of foggy. It's like, oh my God, do I want to walk down there? You get that kind of feel. And the other reason I did was if you stand right here and you're looking at this head right here, when you just look to your left, all of a sudden you see this bellfire over here, right? So you get sort of just for visuals. You know what I
Right.
mean? Looking through that doorway, right? So yeah,
You're
part of
standing
the
here. It's
reason
like
why.
fire, some kind of eggs sitting in the wall. There's blood all everywhere. Yeah, chains hanging. That poor guy over there is crying. You know, yeah. So it's like, which way do I go?
So I don't know if you've noticed, but you see these tusks that you were looking at over here. If you look through here, everywhere you go through this space, you're going to see that the tusk
Right.
is a really big part of my scene for this space, for this level, right? When you see my level one, you'll see that there's a different theme going on in that one. They all look alike, but yet they're all different, and they all have a certain thing that you'll see that's a base theme for each one, right? And I made that important to each one.
And guys, let me just like I said, guys, if this is something you're interested in seeing after this crib video is over with, if you'd like to see me do all three layers of his base, that way you can get a full feel of it. Please put it in the comment section. I would, just say, hey, I would love to see the video of all three of his bases. If I get enough responses, I'll definitely do it. I'll do a showcase of the three layer, what we calling it, three layers of the three levels of hell,
Or the three levels of the underworld.
three levels of the underworld. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I have to call them Forbidden Underworld 1, 2, and 3. And online, I called it. I think I have it called the Underworld of Death. Actually, is what I was going to call it was the Underworld of Death,
hmm
levels 1, 2, and 3. But what happened was it didn't allow me to name it that. So I said, oh no, because I already had it named on like on my PS4, right? And I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay, what else can I name it? It needs to be the Underworld though. So the best thing I was able to get was Forbidden Underworld. So I said, okay, I'll call it Forbidden Underworld 1.
right on. But yeah, brother, you definitely did a lot of work to this. It looks awesome.
Oh, a lot of work, yeah. I spent
I
a
mean,
lot of
you
time on
put a lot of thought in every little. I mean, like just like this stuff right here with the rings and the little things. Right here, somebody was somebody got tortured right here.
it.
You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Somebody got chained up and it was tortured right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
And that was probably the cage they were sitting in.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I mean, you put a lot of thought process into this. And I do like what you did upstairs, what you added, because I was just in here like yesterday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And the upstairs where you added the crystal and everything, because I can't remember what was here.
There was this like lava steam coming out of the lava. That's
Okay,
about it.
so
Yeah.
that the little the crystal with the corrupted little aura thing over it. It definitely that's definitely an improvement from what it was. So
Yeah, yeah, like I said, the idea I was thinking behind that was like I wanted something, like I said, because it's the underworld, right? And what else is on the going, souls and things like that. And I said, I want to do something that I could have it relate to that. So I was thinking, okay, I'll have a dude in a cage here, and I'll call it the dark soul crystal, and it absorbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes all, it absorbs all the dark souls and stuff.
Yeah. Because when you have, like, when you watch these movies, like, underworld movies and different things like that, you have evil entities that have stones and rings that absorb souls, right? Even Mortal Kombat, he absorbs souls into himself, right? Kind of thing, right?
Right.
Shang Tsung, right? So yeah, I wanted that kind of idea, right? I'm like, well, this is the best way to do it. So it's like it absorbs their souls and they live in this within torment kind of idea. You know what I mean? Right? All the souls are inside of the dark crystal and they're stuck in there living.
Even just look, like, stop for a minute and look. I mean, even your outfit. You know what I'm saying? Your whole. I mean, even your from your character all the way over comes to this base. You know what I'm saying? Where most people have, like, dark bases, but they look like Superman or something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of awesome how even your outfit.
Well, that's like I was saying earlier. Like, I wanted to, like, my, like, I love firepower. I got the firepower, and I said, you know what, I want to make, something that looks as deadly as fire does. I want my character looking that way, right? I want him looking dangerous, and I'm like, well, what's the best relation to fire that that we have, that we know from, from history to now? Well, what is it? It's hell, right? So
Right.
I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Right? So,
What hands are those? Because that's not the. Oh, I can't even think of the name of the hands, but it's like a dragon head I've got, but that looks like more like antlers and stuff on him, like a.
Yeah, that's the actually that's the weapon style. That's the.
Oh, that's the hand blasters.
No, yeah, it's diabolic.
Oh, okay. Because I know I've got, like, some dragon looking hands, but, like, yours even glow like they're alive on your hands.
Yes. Yeah. So, well, I mean, like, if you, like you said, like, even if you notice with my character, like, everything I got around my character is bone as well. Like,
Right.
His waist, his shoulders, his legs, his hands, everything is bone. So, I sort of kind of got that theme going on through everything that I've done with Leo.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Leo, thank you so much for showing us around your base, brother.
No problem.
This is so awesome. All right, guys, you know how to do this, man. All you do is vote. The way you vote, just put a like on the video. We're gonna run this for a week. When I put these out, it will be the 25th. It'll be Christmas Day. So from Christmas Day, that is Monday. So until the next Monday. So, like I said, you don't have to be a judge and just vote for one. You can vote for every base that you like that's in here. There's going to be 10 bases, and if you like all 10 of them, you put a like on all 10 of them, guys. So, like I said, just support the ones you like and the ones you think that, oh God, he did so. I mean, like I said, even if you don't like the theme, but you appreciate the work that came out of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might be a really highly Christian person, but oh, I don't like this. But kind of you're like, oh man, but he put a lot of work into this, a lot of detail. Give him a like. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. And like I said, at the end of the week, whoever's got the most likes win 20 mil. So thank you guys so much for sitting down and watching us. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a great day.